Good morning. Can anyone please unmute and let me know which was the last problem we discussed in the previous class? Is this the last problem? Is this the last problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we start with this problem. How many joined? 36. Okay, let's start. If the random variable x takes the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 values, such that 2p when x is equal to 1 is equal to 2p when x is equal to 1 is equal to 3p when x is equal to 2, p when x is equal to 3 is equal to 5p when x is equal to 4. Find the probability distribution of x. Only distribution is to be determined. Let's prepare a table. X takes 4 values 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the corresponding probabilities be P1, P2, P3, and P4. These 4 probabilities are to be determined now. And P of x is said to be a probability function if it satisfies two conditions. The two conditions are summation P of xi or just P of x is greater than or equal to 0, and the other condition is a summation P of xi is equal to 1. These are the two conditions to be satisfied to be a probability function. And it is given that 2p when x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, probability is p1. Therefore, this is 2p1. This is equal to 3p when x is equal to 2. P when x is equal to 2 is denoted by p2. P when x is equal to 3 is denoted by p3. This is equal to 5p when x is equal to 4. When x is equal to 4, p is p4. Therefore, 5p4. This is the given condition. And we know that p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus p4 is equal to 1. This is because summation p of xi is equal to 1. Sum of all these probabilities must be equal to 1. p1 plus p2 plus p3 plus p4 is equal to 1. Let's substitute p1. You keep p1 as this plus p2. Here p2 is equal to 2p1 divided by 3. 2p1 divided by 3 plus p3. p3 is equal to 2p1 plus p4. p4 is equal to 2p1 divided by 5. 2p1 divided by 5. This is equal to 1. Substitute in this equation. Now to eliminate this 3 and this 5 from the denominator, let's multiply the equation throughout by 5 into 3, 15. Multiply the equation throughout by 15. The resultant will be 15 into p1, 15 p1 plus 15 into 1 by 3 is 5. 5 into 2p1 is 10p1 plus 15 into 2p1 is 30p1 plus 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3 into 2p1 is 6p1. This is equal to 15 into 1 is 15. How many p1s are there now? 15 plus 10, 25. 25 plus 30, 55. 55 plus 6, 61. p1 is equal to 15. Therefore, p1 is equal to 15 divided by 61. p1 is equal to 15 divided by 61. Now let's find p2. p2 is equal to 2p1 divided by 3. p2 is equal to, I write it here, p2 is equal to 2p1 divided by 3. That means 2 by 3 p1. And we know that p1 is equal to 15 divided by 61. Simplify this. 15 is exactly divisible by 3. How many times? 5 times. 5 into 2, 10 divided by 61. 10 divided by 61. And P3 is equal to 2P1. P3 is equal to 2P1. That means 2 into P1 is 15 divided by 61. 2 into 15, 30 divided by 61. Last, P4. 5P4 is equal to 2P1. Therefore, P4 is equal to 2P1 divided by 5. This is equal to 2 by 5 into P1, and P1 is 15 divided by 61. Simplify this. 15 is exactly divisible by 5. How many times? 3 times. 3 into 2, 6 divided by 61. Now we have all the 4 probabilities. We can easily write the distribution. P1. P1 is 15 divided by 61. P2. P2 is 10 divided by 61. P3. P3 is 30 divided by 61. P4. 6 divided by 61. This is the required probability distribution. Now we make a note of this. You can expect one problem of this type in the examination. Problems are very simple but fixed. You can expect. Next. This is a problem on continuous random variable. A random variable x has probability function p of x is equal to 2 power minus x, where x takes values 1, 2, 3, etc. First show that p of x is a probability function. Also find probabilities when x even, x takes even values, x being divisible by 3, x greater than or equal to 5. This is the problem. First prove that p of x is a probability function. How is this p of x defined? P of x is equal to 2 power minus x, that can also be written as 1 over 2 power x, where x takes values 1, 2, 3 and it continues. This is not 0. X takes values from 1, 2, 3, etc. For all values of x, p of x is greater than 0. When x is equal to 1, 1 by 2, that is greater than 0. When x is equal to 2, 1 by 2 square, that is greater than 0. When x is equal to 3, 1 by 2 cube, that is also greater than 0. Therefore, for all values of x, 1 divided by 2 power x is positive, greater than 0. That means first condition is proved. Next, second condition, summation p of x. P of x is equal to, how is this p of x defined? That is 1 over 2 power x, where x takes values 1, 2, 3, etc. When x is equal to 1, 1 by 2. When x is equal to 2, 1 by 2 square. When x is equal to 3, 1 by 2 cube. When x is equal to 4, 1 by 2 power 4 plus etc. Clearly this is a progression, but what kind of progression? This is a geometric progression. Any term divided by its previous term is a constant. Therefore, this is a geometric progression whose first term is 1 by 2. First term is denoted by small letter a. First term is 1 by 2. And common ratio, any term divided by its previous term, 1 by 2 square divided by 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 cube divided by 1 by 2 square is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 power 4 divided by 1 by 2 cube is 1 by 2. Therefore, common ratio is 1 by 2 and first term is also 1 by 2. And how many terms involved here? Infinite number of terms. Sum to infinity of a geometric progression is given by a divided by 1 minus r. Summation p of x is equal to a divided by 1 minus r, where a is first term 1 by 2 divided by 1 minus r is also 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 is again 1 by 2. 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 2 is 1. Therefore, summation p of x is also equal to 1. Therefore, p of x satisfies both the conditions. For all values of x, p of x is greater than 0 and summation p of x is equal to 1. Both the conditions hold. Therefore, we can conclude that p of x is a probability function. Make the conclusion like this. P of x is a probability function. Next. Further, what is required? P when x is even. This is required. That means summation P of x. X is even. X is even means x takes values 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. This is equal to when x is equal to 2. P of x is 1 over 2 power x, right? P of x is 1 over 2 power x. When x is equal to 2, 1 by 2 square. When x is equal to 4, 2 power 4. When x is equal to 6, 2 power 6. And it continues. Continues up to infinity. Clearly, this is a geometric progression whose common ratio is any term divided by its previous term. See, 1 by 2 power 4 divided by 1 by 2 square is 1 by 2 square. That's 1 by 4. 1 by 2 power 6 divided by 1 by 2 power 4 is 1 by 2 square. It's again 1 by 4. Any term divided by its previous term is a constant. Such a progression is called geometric progression. And a is first term, 1 by 2 square. 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4. And clearly infinite number of terms involved here. Sum to infinity of a geometric progression is given by a divided by 1 minus r. Summation p of x, where x takes values 2, 4, 6, etc. This is equal to a divided by 1 minus r. A is 1 by 4 divided by 1 minus r. R is again 1 by 4. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 4 divided by 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. Cancel this 4 with this 4, we get 1 by 3. 1 by 3. This is probability when x is even. Next, second case. P where x is divisible by 3. That means summation P of x. X is divisible by 3 means x takes values 3, 6, 9, 12, etc. This is equal to P of x is 1 over 2 power x. When x is equal to 3, 1 by 2 cube. When x is equal to 6, 1 by 2 power 6. 1 by 2 power 9 plus 1 by 2 power 12, and it continues up to infinity. This is also a geometric progression, right? Any term divided by its previous term is a constant. 1 by 2 power 6 divided by 1 by 2 cube is 1 by 2 cube. 1 by 2 cube means 1 by 8. 1 over 2 power 9 divided by 1 over 2 power 6 is 1 over 2 cube. 1 over 2 cube is 1 by 8. Any term divided by its previous term is a constant. And first term is 1 by 2 cube and 1 by 2 cube is again 1 by 8. And there are infinite number of terms. Therefore, sum to infinity of a geometric progression is a divided by 1 minus r. Here a is 1 by 8 divided by 1 minus r is also 1 by 8. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 8 divided by 1 minus 1 by 8 is 7 by 8. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 7. Next, last case. P when x is greater than or equal to 5. P when x is greater than or equal to 5 means x takes values 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. function is 1 over 2 power x. When x is equal to 5, 1 by 2 power 5. When x is equal to 6, 1 by 2 power 6. 1 by 2 power 7, and so on. Is this a geometric progression? Clearly, yes. Any term divided by its previous term is a constant. 1 by 2 power 6 divided by 1 by 2 power 5 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 power 7 divided by 1 by 2 power 7 is 1 by 2. This is a geometric progression, and its first term is 1 divided by 2 power 5. 2 power 5 is 32. And there are infinite number of terms, therefore its sum is given by a divided by 1 minus r. Make these substitutions. A is 1 divided by 32 divided by 1 minus r, and r is 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equal to 1 over 32 divided by 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by 16. Please make a note of this. One by 3, 1 by 7, and 1 by 16 are the answers for the three given cases. Next one, similar kind of problem. If x is a discrete random variable taking values 1, 2, 3, etc., with p of x is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power x. Find p, x being an odd number, by first establishing that p of x is a probability function. P of x is a probability function. How is this p of x defined? P of x is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power x. X taking values 1, 2, 3, etc. X takes values 1, 2, 3, etc. When x is equal to 1, p of x will be 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power n positive. When x is equal to 2, 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power 2 positive. When x is equal to 3, 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power 3, that's also positive. And therefore, for all values of x from 1 to infinity, p of x is positive. Therefore, first condition is established. First condition is proved. Next, second condition, summation p of x. Summation p of x is equal to x from 1 to infinity, 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 whole power x. There is no x in this 1 by 2. It must be treated as constant. Keep this constant outside. When x is equal to 1, this is 2 by 3. When x is equal to 2, 2 by 3 whole square. When x is equal to 3, 2 by 3 whole cube, and so on. This is equal to 1 by 2 into, clearly this is a geometric function, geometric progression whose first term is 2 by 3, and r is common ratio. R is any term divided by its previous term. 2 by 3 whole square divided by 2 by 3 is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 whole cube divided by 2 by 3 whole square is 2 by 3. Any term divided by its previous term is a constant, and there are infinite number of terms. Therefore, sum is given by a divided by 1 minus r. This is equal to half into a is 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus r is 2 by 3. Therefore, this is equal to half into 2 by 3. Denominator 1 minus 2 by 3 is 1 by 3. Now cancel this 2 with this 2, 3 with this 3, we get 1. Therefore, summation P of x is equal to 1 and P of x is greater than 0 for all values of x. Therefore, both the conditions are verified here. P of x must be a probability function. P of x is a probability function. Further, what is required? P x being an odd number. X being an odd number. Odd number means 1, 3, 5, 7, and it continues. This is equal to, here 1 by 2 is constant, keep it outside. When x is equal to 1, this is 2 by 3. When x is equal to 2, 2 by 3 whole square. When x is equal to 3, 2 by 3 whole cube. I'm sorry, this is not 2, this is 3. X takes only odd numbers. When x is equal to 1, 2 by 3. When x is equal to 3, 2 by 3 whole cube. When x is equal to 5, 2 by 3 whole power 5. And it continues. This is equal to half into, clearly this is a geometric progression whose sum is given by a divided by 1 minus r whenever there are infinite number of terms involved. A is first term. What is first term here? 2 by 3. And r is common ratio. Any term divided by its previous term. 2 by 3 whole cube divided by 2 by 3 is 2 by 3 whole square. 2 by 3 whole power 5 divided by 2 by 3 whole cube is 2 by 3 whole square. 2 by 3 whole square means 4 by 9. 4 by 9. Now substitute. This is equal to half into a divided by a is 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus r. R is 4 by 9. Therefore, this is equal to half into 2 by 3 divided by 1 minus 4 by 9 is 5 by 9. Therefore, this is equal to, cancel this 2 with this 2. We get 1 by 3 in the numerator and 2. As this 5 by 9 comes to the numerator, that will be 9 by 5. Therefore, this is equal to 3 by 5. You make a note of this. Mark your attendance now. Mark your attendance. We have 4 probability distributions included in our syllabus, 2 discrete probability distributions and 2 continuous probability distributions. First, we study discrete probability distributions, in which binomial distribution. This is first one, binomial distribution. If there are 2 possibilities only, success and failure, then we use a binomial distribution. If P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure, the probability of X success out of n trials is given by P of X is equal to NCX. P of X is equal to NCX into P power X into Q power n minus 1, n minus X, where P plus Q is always equal to 1. This is the probability function. This is also called as Bernoulli's trial. In some textbooks, it is referred as Bernoulli's trial. Both are same. If there are only two possibilities, when you toss a coin, there will be only two possibilities. You may get head, you may get tail. In such trials, we use binomial distribution. If there are only two possible outcomes, if one is success, then the other will be failure. If P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure, the probability of X success out of n trials is given by this. For example, for example, a fair coin is tossed four times. A fair coin is tossed four times. There are only two possibilities. One possibility is getting head, and the other possibility is getting tail. The coin is tossed four times. Therefore, we take n is equal to 4. The experiment is performed four times. N is equal to 4. And what is the when you toss a coin, what is the probability of getting head? I take getting head as success and tail as failure. Getting head is my success. Then getting tail will be failure. What is the probability of, I define X as number of heads. Now probability of getting head. When you toss a coin, there are two possibilities. One is head and one is tail. Head is among one of these two possibilities. Therefore, probability of getting head is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. And we know that P plus Q is always equal to 1. Therefore, P is 0.5 plus Q is equal to 1. Therefore, Q is also equal to 0.5. Then the probability function P of X will be NCX. N is 5. 5CX into P power X. P is 0.5 whole power X into Q power N minus X. Q is also 0.5 whole power N minus X. N is 4. Therefore, 4 minus X. This is the probability function. Let's solve the problem. Mean mu of this binomial distribution is given by N into P. Variance is given by N into P into Q. And standard deviation is square root of B. When a coin is tossed four times, find the probability of getting exactly one head, at most three heads, at least two heads. This is same as the examples we took. When a coin is tossed four times, let X denote the number of times head turned out, or just the number of times head. And the coin is tossed four times, therefore we take N is equal to 4. And the probability of getting a head, there will be two possibilities when you toss a coin. One possibility is head and the other possibility is tail, and head is one among them. Therefore 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means 0.5. And Q is equal to 0.5. This is because P plus Q is equal to 1. Now the probability function will be P of X is equal to NCX 4CX into P power, that is 0.5 power X, into Q power, that is 0.5 power N minus X. N is 4. 4 minus X. Therefore, P of X is equal to 4CX. Here bases are same. In such cases, we add the power. X plus 4 minus X is 4. Now this is the probability function. This is same as this. If you add the powers X plus 4 minus X, you get 4. This is the probability function. Now let's consider first case. A. Find the probability of getting exactly one head. Exactly one head means X is equal to 1. Here X denotes the number of head. Therefore X is equal to 1. This will be 4C1. X is equal to 1 into 0.5 or 4. We take a calculator and simplify this. Do that. Take a calculator. What's the answer? Do it fast. We have less than 1 minute.
1/4.
1/4. That's right. 1/4 means 0.25. Now, second case. At most three heads. How do you write that? At most three heads means maximum three heads. How do you write this? How do you write that? P